Hi, my name is Schuyler. Thank you for stopping by my listing presentation and seller tips today. I'm a principal broker with Century 21 Neal Company Real Estate in Roseburg, Oregon. And for the past 17 years, I've been helping buyers and sellers sell homes and make their purchase of their next dream home. And the reason I'm doing this video here today is, first of all, because I love technology and I think it's really cool for a seller to be able to get to know an agent before they invite him to their house, to kind of see if there's a reason to invite the agent to your house, first of all. And to waste that half an hour of your time, it can be kind of grueling, just a long process. So just in the next few minutes, I want to give you some tips and show you what it's going to take to sell your house in this market, any market for that matter. And I'm also going to tell you how I work, just very briefly, and how it's different than probably every other agent you're going to interview. Then, hopefully, you'll have enough information that you'll be able to either contact me for a formal consultation, and if not, then that's okay. At least you know how I work and what I do. So boy, when I started, I remember technology was very minimal. I was one of the first agents in town with a laptop, and it was hard to see, you know, the light and things like that. It just didn't work real well. We didn't have internet, we didn't have laser printers, we had dot matrix kind of stuff, and didn't have Windows. Boy, in the early 90s, it was just totally different. And the internet has really revolutionized the way we do our business, any business for that matter. And so with that, I think it's important, first of all, to be up to speed on your technology and up to speed with what is actually happening in the world. Knowing a simple fact that like 84% of our buyers are starting their search online. Boy, doesn't it make sense to be online and try to step in front of some of that traffic? I sure think it does, and that's why I chose to hire a private coach and mentor who's one of the top online marketing consultants I think that you can hire. And he taught me how to effectively do just that, step in front of that traffic with my real estate business, or any business for that matter, but to step in front of what people are looking for. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot home, you're asking $175,000 for it. How can we answer a question that's already being out there online and set your house in front of those buyers that are looking for your house? They just don't know if they're looking for your house. Those are the things that I learned how to do, and it's fun, I love it, and it's effective. Just to give you a quick example, my last 3 listings that I've been using this online marketing plan with have all 3 received offers within the first week. Not all 3 of them went to close. One of them did close. One of them fell through because it was kind of a lowball offer. But the other one is due to close here after doing some compliance work in the next couple weeks. So it's kind of exciting, and I think it should be exciting for the sellers because it's effective and it's going to sell houses faster. So what's it going to take to sell your house in this market besides marrying the old traditional ways of marketing to a new integrated solid online marketing plan like I have? Well, there are always 3 things that sell a house, and there's only 3 things that sell a house. The price has to be reflective of what your house is and what the neighborhood is. If all the other houses are selling for $150,000 in your neighborhood and you want $250,000 or $275,000, you're probably going to have a hard time achieving that number. Now, if you have a diamond of a house and you have extra bells and whistles that some of those other comps don't have, then sure, you might be able to get a higher price. My goal working for my sellers, of course, is to get the highest price possible in the shortest amount of time, and to provide that kind of exceptional service with fewer hassles than my competitors do. And how do I do that? Well, I look at the house and I compare it. I do a real evaluation, not just a quick, here's your printout, you know, good luck. The price is always up to you. I don't want to give you the wrong idea, but I try to coach you to where I really believe you need to be on your price. And that brings me to my second point, which is your house, the product, okay? Now, we mentioned if you have a diamond, that you might be able to get a few bucks more than some of the competitors, but if you have a dog and you're trying to get the same price as nicer homes, then no offense, but you're going to have a hard time doing that, aren't you? So the product has to reflect the price, and the price has to reflect the product. It has to justify one another. It's kind of a balancing act there. So those are the first 2 things that we do, but you know what? both of those things are your responsibility as the seller. I can tell you where I believe the price needs to be, and I can give you tips on what you need to do to prepare your house and get it ready for showing and having it staged correctly to really pop when the buyer walks in. You know, we got to get them through the front door. So your house has to look decent from outside, but once they walk in the front door, then what? But we can go through all that kind of stuff if you choose to get together. The third thing is my responsibility. It's your listing broker's responsibility, and that is the promotion of the listing. How are they going to promote the listing? I've explained some of my marketing plan, which is heavily focused online now, knowing 80% of the buyers there. I'll tell you what, if I'm fishing, and I know 84% of the fish are in this hole over here, that's where I'm dropping my line. I'm not going to be casting out here for the other, 10% or 16% or whatever it is over here trying to catch the few. I'm going to go after the bulk, and that's what I'm doing with this online marketing plan. I'm not saying that we don't do the newspaper. I'm not saying we don't try the open house and do the traditional marketing methods. But you know what? Even the online sites like Zillow and Trulia and even my agent website is not optimized, is not found by people searching for your house online. You got to know how to do that. And there are tips and strategies and techniques that can take this stuff, the traditional, and boost it in the rankings to where you're going to show up number 1 on Google, or number 2 maybe, or 3 or 4 on the first page of Google, not on the 100 page of Google. If you're on page 3 or 4 of Google, you're not going to get found. People just don't turn the pages. So anyway, I hope that gives you a real quick synopsis of who I am, how I work, and really how it's different than most agents out there. And agents that you interview, I would ask them, how are you going to promote my property? And if you choose to, there's a link at the bottom of the video, or you can fill out your information if you're on my website over here to my left. I'm not going to hound you. I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to knock on your door with a listing contract, bugging you to get start a listing with me. If you choose to go into business and partner together with me, then great, let's get started right away. If you just want to sit down and have get a little bit more information, then that's okay too. We'll go at your speed and whatever you're comfortable with. So go ahead, shoot me an email, give me your information over here, and I'll be in contact with you probably within the next 24 hours. Go ahead and check out my website if you want to get some more seller and buyer tips and read some other articles that I've written. Feel free to do so. You may enjoy it. And that's at roseburghomesforsale.com. Thanks again, and God bless you.